people? It's the cool one, the cool KAG, bringing you another WNBA game breakdown for Sunday, June 2nd. One game, you know how that is. So, no slate breakdowns, just a game breakdown. So, we have, this is FanDuel, MVP, Star Pro, and 2 utility spots. Yesterday, did good on DK, didn't do good on FanDuel, Charles, Dupree, and a couple other ones just let me down. So, only missed it by 5 points. But anyway, today's another day. So we have Connecticut going to Las Vegas. Las Vegas favored by 5, implied total 167.5. Very high score right there. So Vegas expecting this to be a shootout. I think it might be a very contested game. We have two teams that know that, it's not like in the NBA where you have East Conference, West Conference in the playoffs. This is seeding. This is probably two of the playoff teams looking for seeding. Okay, so starting line for Connecticut. Thomas, Williams, Thomas, Strickland, Jones. For me, this is probably a starting lineup unless one of them get hurt or somebody just out of the blue just becomes Sue Bird or somebody like that. For Vegas, McBride, Plum, Wilson, Young, Swords. You know this won't be the starting lineup when Cam Bates gets full minutes. They still talking about she's on a minutes restriction. She got 13 minutes last game. We'll get into that. And she did what she had to do. So I figure if she gives 18 minutes, she's playable. People will play her. All right, so let's start with the MVP spot. Highest person is Liz Cambage. Like I said, she's still on a minute restriction. I think they'll up her minutes. I think that she'll get more than 13. Last game she got 13 points, or 13.4, so a point per minute. So I think she might get like 18 to 20 minutes today, which could be very dangerous to Connecticut if she gets that much time. Asia Wilson right on the 11,500. Had a pretty decent game, 35.8 she had last game. So she's averaging over 30. She is the heart of the team. Her minutes don't have to worry about her minutes. Her 30 minutes are guaranteed. Today, I see her playing 30 to 35 minutes if she doesn't get in foul trouble. I can see that. These are MVP people I'm talking about. Jaquil Jones, somebody I really prefer today. She will be in some of my lineups today. She definitely will be. So, I'm really liking her today. Excuse me, people, I said I wouldn't do this, but I'm putting everything else together, and I figured let me get this out because I did my podcast, and I don't have to do a screen. So right now I'm doing the screens. Everything else is working right behind us as we speak, but I want to get this done. If I have time to redo it, which I don't think I will before the game starts, then I would. But I'm getting everything set up so this screen fluctuating off and on will stop. But anyway, back to Jaquil Jones. Somebody I really do like. She's very consistent. She's going to get you about 30. She's averaging about 30 minutes a game, about that. Last game she had 32 minutes, 22 rebounds, 16 points, 22 rebounds, 44.4. I like her. She's going to be somebody I'm highly own in my lineups. Alicia Thomas, if you didn't see the last game, the girl 6'2", built like a brick house. Legs, oh my God, thighs, hips, all that. Built, maybe you don't want to see her in the corner, dark alleyway or whatever, but she took a hip check and it really hurt her. So I don't know. She has a bruised hip or whatever. She came back to play the game, but she wasn't affected. And ever since the first game of the season, she's getting the minutes. Last game she got 23 minutes. Like I said, she got hurt. Before those, it was 33 minutes. The game before that, 32 in the first game. It wasn't for the fact of that first game, her dropping over 20-something points. She hasn't dropped more than 4, and that was last game, and she got hurt. I think the 4 points came early in the game, if I remember right. So her peripherals is something that she needs. And like I tell people, they call Natasha Howard, baby Drummond or female Drummond. This is my female LeBron James because she does a little everything. And she's fully healthy and running. And the whole thing about it is, I said before that the first 10 games she acts like an MVP. Well, the first 3 games she hasn't. So my whole theory is like going out discombobulated. So I don't know what to get from her today, but I will not be putting her in the MVP spot. That's what I'm basically trying to get at. Kim McBride, I won't be putting her at the MVP spot. The one thing that you could do if you do that, she's only getting like 26. She's averaging 27.5 points a game. She's getting the minutes, 29, 28. And when you got one game slate, you want people who's on the court. So she's playable. I don't know if I want to put her in the MVP spot. I really doubt if I put her in the MVP spot. Because FanDuel, prices don't change like in DK. They don't times you at 1.5, and then that person is whoa when you wasn't expecting that person to be. But I can see how she's playable for me, but not in the MVP spot. Courtney Williams, I like a lot. She's at 9,000. I can't put her in the MVP spot, but she had basically a decent game. She's getting the minutes too. She's averaging over 27.5 minutes a game. Last game she had 24 points, 14, 3, and 1. It wasn't a bad game for her, but we expect a little bit more out of her. But like after the Washington game, what do you expect? Everybody thought she was going to go up for 9,000. I can't see myself not trying to fit her into something. Jasmine Thomas, a running at 8,500. I like her too. Same thing. Jasmine Thomas, same thing with the minutes. These two guards play the bulk of the minutes as guards for Connecticut with Alicia Thomas. Their bench as guards go are not that really good. If you can put Rachel Bannon back there or whatever. These two guards are defensive-minded guards. They quick. They think. They can pass. Courtney Williams is more of a shooter. Jasmine Thomas, if you ever seen her in college at Duke and all that stuff, she was more of a facilitator than a scorer, a great lockdown defender, just like both of these guards are lockdown defense. So I can see Jasmine Thomas in my lines, but not the MVP spot. So basically what I'm saying, if you want, for me, for MVP spot, there's a couple of people. Cambridge, Wilson, Jones. Those are like basically the three that I would put there, but I'd really be leery on Liz Cambridge because of her minute situation. If I get some confirmation she getting 25 minutes, I'm locking her up in there. I can't get that confirmation right now. I will check after I finish this video. All right, so that's for the MVP spot. Now for the star spot, I'm going to put this on the list. For the star spot, if you don't take Cambridge, Liz Cambridge, which I tell you I'm not, Asia Wilson, Shaquille Jones, and the MVP spot. One of those are going into my star spot. That's the way I look at it. If I want to get a little funky, I can go to Courtney Williams, and Jasmine Thomas for MVP spot. These are the only people I'm looking at for these spots. This is my preference. All right, for the pro, I will not be putting a Liz. I could put a Liz Cambage into the pro spot. Asia Wilson, Shaquille Jones, Alicia Thomas. Asia Wilson, Shaquille Jones, unless I'm trying to flip the line and make everybody funny. I'm running 3 lines today and I haven't figured out. I got one line locked with all 3 of them, and I'm going to use that one lineup, and then the other 2 I'm going to do a little this, a little that. I haven't decided how I'm going to do it yet. And for the pro spot, I don't think I'm putting both of them, but you could go Alyssa Thomas if you think so. Kayla McBride is more of a choice for me. Courtney Williams is more of a choice for me. Jasmine Thomas is more of a choice for me in the pro spot. Like I said, if you want to get a little funky, you can go down to Amber Hambury. But the only thing about her now is, like, you know, in the first game she got 27 minutes. Could put up a 47. As soon as Liz Cambage come back, you know those numbers going to drop. She got 15 minutes, but she put up a 19, 15. Still got her 10 points. Her thing is rebound, offensive rebound. I heard a commentator, a female analyst, say the reason why she's in the league is because she outworks everybody. I wish I would have told my team that yesterday at practice, but I will tell them that before we have these games this weekend coming up, or next weekend coming up. So Decca Hambury, if you want to be a little funky about it, you can put her in there. Like I said, she got 19 points last game, 15 minutes, 10 points, 6 rebounds, and an assist. She can rebound, and she's good on the offensive glass. So I really, not for me. Now we go a little sweetie pie, a little Kelsey Blum. She doesn't do enough for me, but she's consistent. She's getting like 23 minutes a game. She's averaging 20. Last game was her highest, 20.7. So she'll get you. The thing about this with her, with those giants on the court, Swords, Wilson, Cambridge, you only getting 3 assists a game. Now, without Cam Bates, you got 6. So what I'm trying to get at is that the fact of the matter is that you got these Giants, man, pound it down to the Giants, let them do the Giant work. But today you got Jacko Jones down there, and they're going to bring in somebody else I'm going to talk about in a minute. And, yeah, so, and then they got Alyssa Thomas, like I said, she's 6'2", but she built like a 6'5", 6'6" player. All right, so we have to see how she performs too. So if you want to put a little Sweetie down there in the pro spot, be my guest. I'm not putting Sweetie in my pro spot. If I have to, I would, but I'm not really going to do it. And the last person I probably would go is Jackie Young for the pro spot. The rookie, first game was shabby. Second game, she got 22.9, 8.7 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 block. You got to take time. You know what I'm saying? She ain't going to... Not like Kelsey Mitchell blew up everything last year, and this year she's struggling. Except for last game, everybody bounced back game, so now you have to watch her when the time comes. You have to watch her. So Jackie Young is somebody I can see. That's the last person I would even think about putting in the pro spot. Now, utility, that's a whole different genre. So with me, I always start down here and see what's good. So the first person I see is Morgan Tuck. Morgan Tuck don't do enough for me. It's almost time to be that baby doctor, whatever she got her doctors for, what she went to medical school for. So, yeah, time almost for that. She don't do enough for me on the court. 12 minutes last game, she got 3.7. Game before 7 minutes, 1.4. First game, 13 minutes. Remember, no Deladon. 13 minutes, 10.4. If I want to waste 4,000, I ain't going to waste it on her. I'd rather waste it on Rachel Bannon, right above her. Rachel Bannon. At least she got the most minutes she got last game. She didn't get the most points. That was the least amount of points. She played 12 minutes, got 8.7, 3 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 1 block. All right, so I'd rather race on her. I might get more out of her than that. Now, this is somebody I was really considering. Right here. Brianna Jones. All right, first game she only got 9 minutes. Second game she got 11. Last game she got 20 minutes against LA. Now, the reason why I figure this, why the increase in minutes is because of the bigs that they playing. Washington, no Deladon, 9 minutes, don't need it. Indiana, 11 minutes, a little bit against Dupree, a little bit against the Chonwa, a little bit McCowan. Against LA, the Boomer K sisters, whoever else they got there. They got the Boomer K sisters, they got someone else big out there, so... And now, today, she going against L.A. And I just mentioned L.A. got Wilson, Cam Bates, and Swords. So I don't know if she's going to get 20 minutes, but it's somebody I think can get about 18 minutes. With 18 minutes, she can do something. At least give me like 11 or 12 or something like that. Then I'm really happy. But last game, she had 20 minutes, 5 points, 7 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 2 turnovers. All right, so maybe she clean turnovers and get a little bit more. That's somebody that's like a sneaky pick for me. Now, another person I'm looking at too is Sugar Rogers. Sugar Rogers from the Liberty. Last game, 18 minutes, 14.1. She did a little everything. Well, not a little everything. Did more than she usually. 7 points. You know she can shoot the 3 and whatever. Sugar Buck can shoot. 3 rebounds. She always gets you a little bit of rebound. 3 assists. This is something she learned from Liberty. Pass the ball to Tina Charles and only 1 turnover. 14.1. So I could look at her for 18 minutes. I could look for I need people on the court, especially my low-end players. If I'm going to stud up, which I'm thinking about doing. And well, on one lineup is stud up. The other 2 might be contrarian or just might stack. You can stack in these things, like a 3-person stack. You can do it. All right, anyway. Sugar Rogers, somebody else I'm looking at. Bria Holmes, no. Charlton, no. Christian, whatever her name is, and Wingway, no. Now, somebody I'm really interested in, too. This is my other sleeper here, is Sydney Colson. The only reason I say Sydney Colson is my sleeper, because if you've been watching the games, and we talking about Vegas, I just told you about Kelsey Plum. Well, I didn't really say anything. What they do with Kelsey Plum is they tackle with bigger guards, bigger people, not even a guard. All right, she didn't get a lot of turnovers because she's getting the ball out of her hands quicker. This is something I remember in the preseason Bill and Beer was expressing about Kelsey Plum. You need to get the ball out of her hands quicker. First game Kelsey Plum played, she had like 3 turnovers. Last game she had 1. She only getting 20. So they forced the ball out of her hands. And the problem with this is, Kelsey Plum, whatever, the scoring could be there, but I don't think she's going to be what she was in college. A lot of them never are what they are when they were in college. Now, what happens with her is she makes a lot of defensive mistakes. WNBA, Bad Boys, Liberty, and all that stuff. Punch people in the face on the court, all that kind of stuff. And get punched in the face on the court and all that kind of stuff. He likes defending, so every time she messed up, she's out. Sydney Colson comes in. Now, with Sydney Colson, the first game she messed up bad against LA. You're going against Chelsea Gray. Chelsea Gray is smart. Put Sydney Colson in. She had 17 minutes. She got 13.5. Last game, a little bit against Phoenix. Well, you going against Bonner and all them, but it wasn't Bonner. She was blowing assignments on January. We got in January? Yeah, we're on January. She was blowing assignments in January. I don't know how many threes she dropped that game, but she dropped a lot of threes. So they basically yo, it's time to put Colson in. Colson only played 14 minutes, but she went out with 18.7, 8 points, 1 rebound, 3 assists. 2 steals. Something that she's good at is stealing the ball. So in 2 games, she's got 5 steals. Almost 2 steals a game. First game, she had 5 turns. This game, she cut it out. So this is my sneaky person right there. Shaquille Strickland. Let's go like this. Shaquille Strickland been in the league forever. I'm telling you, she was a point guard in Tennessee back in the day. I think she left when she might got a chip with Candace Parker back then. Older player. The one thing about seeing about players that have been playing like 8 years and over in the league, they're slowing down a lot because 8 years in this little league, then they go over season play, then they have either Olympic commitments or country commitments. So there's a lot of basketball. It's almost like LeBron James when the female, they get more. It's not the same condition. It's never the same as the men. So. On that note, we'll leave it like that. All right, so I think that you can use that as a utility, but I'm not really going. The person above her, Asia Clarendon, what I've been seeing out of hers, what I've been waiting for when she was at UCLA, the girl can throw down, whatever. So she's getting more confidence on the court. Last game she had 20.3 in 17 minutes. She's averaging 17 minutes a game. All right, so I expect her to get you at least. In 17, she probably gets you a point per minute. So I'm looking about 18, 19, maybe 20. What she got last game. Last game, 17 minutes. She had 9 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, 1 turnover, 20.3. So I'm looking at her like that for, utility. Sleeper utilities right there. Those are sleeper utilities. Tamron Young, you can have. I'm not even going to talk about. They try to give her playing time. And next thing you know, she's always in foul trouble. So we're going to leave that one alone. Tamron Young. Oh, she was a good player like 4 or 5 years ago. I thought she was going to be like, you can't stop her, but what's stopping her is her foul trouble. It seems like she's disconnected from the WNBA, probably waiting to go back overseas or whatever and shine, because the girl can ball. She can play. Just haven't seen it here because she's taking backup roles. She was on Chicago with Sky when you got Vandersloot and Quigley and stuff. Don't need her now because they got the Shields who went off. Gabby Williams, they got her playing point. That's for another topic, another day. All right, so Tamron Young, I'm not going there with her. So basically, those are my utilities from. Oh, well, one more utility, if you want to call it that. Jackie Young, like I said, Jackie Young, 6,500. If you got to go there, she's getting more confidence. She's getting you 22 minutes a game. Last game, she had 22.9, 8.7 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal. She can do a little everything. I don't think she's going to be like a 25-point scorer, but she can get you 8 points. She can get you. I think the rebounds are out like lie against Phoenix. I don't know how that worked out, but I think she gets you about 5, 6 rebounds today. I think she gets you about 5 assists today, maybe 1 block, and maybe 1 turnover, and maybe 1 steal. So that comes out to about 26 or whatever. So it's maybe not the value you want, but it's the value of the day. All right, so a little of my strategies. Like I said, I'm going low down here. I'm going to find one of them players. Like I said, it could be Sugar Rogers, or let's just put in the person I really do like, because a lot of people won't take her. I'm going to put Colson in there. Now, I'm not going to give you all the plays. Now, in the star spot, in the MVP spot, like I said, you got choices. Everybody's going to be on these choices. So let's say that I do this. That leaves me 8,000 left. I can do a lot with 8,000. On this slate, I can do a lot with 8,000. So anyway, that's a little idea right there. We're going to clear that one out. Let's say you want to go a little contrarian. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, you don't know what you're talking about, blah, 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 blah. All right, whatever. Let's say, like I said, let's say I want to go balance. All right, we're not even going to MVP, but I want to go balance, a little bit balance. I would go something like this: Courtney Williams and Jasmine Thomas. Now I got 7-5 left. I could do a lot with 7-5 left. All right, 7-5 left. That's one way of looking at it. All right, this is the last one I'm going to show you somewhere. This is how I look at things sometimes. All right, like I said, Sugar Butt's down there. I'm not going Sugar Butt. I'm going to go Colson, right? And then I'm going a little lower. And I'm going to give you what I'm really going to play with. I mean, I'm giving you what I want to play with. Let's say I do go Sugar Butt. Then I got 10 G's. I could do a lot with 10 G's. All right, so there's a couple of ways you can go about this. Most people are going to stack, or go high, value all that, throw them all in one, whatever. You can do that. Not saying I won't do it. I probably will do it in one of my 3 lineups, but then you time what everybody else is doing it because there's certain people you're going to pick down there. Now, for me, like I said, I showed you a couple plays that I like. There's other plays down there. Like I said, Rachel Bannon's down there. You never know. They might even give that Pac kid some playing time on Vegas. The other giant they got there, the kid from Asia, from China. You never know. You never know. NBA is still large. Nobody's played over 5 games. So it's still basically, they haven't played a quarter of the games. There's only like 30 games, but they haven't even played a quarter yet. Once they get to 5, I guess it's a quarter, whatever how you want to look at it. Anyway, so that's my thoughts on the day. Yeah, that's it for the WNBA. The NBA, have fun with that. I might drop one, but I don't think I really will because everybody's dropped one about that. One thing, like I said, if you ain't see that fight last night, you want to see David take out Goliath, then watch that fight, Joshua against Ruiz. That was something else. I was on Facebook Live tweeting about the fight. But that's for another day, too. Anyway, people, I'm out of here. Try to get my grub up, as usual. I hope y'all have a blessed day on this Sunday. It's nice outside. Gonna take advantage of the weather, too. Just came in to do this little video for y'all. And as we say here, get that money.